For this video, we're going to go over back and triceps, so still part of that pull motion, so my arm's coming towards me. We group both of these together because they're still technically both part of the back and both using the same motion. So for the first one that we're going to do, we're going to hit the latimus dorsi by doing bent over rows. So we're going to grab the two dumbbells. We're going to start in a squat-like position. So going down into a squat, Cassie's going to look straight ahead as she does this, and she's going to pull them straight back. Okay, so she's pulling them straight back, straight up. You're basically, imagine if you had a tennis ball between your shoulder blades and she's trying to almost squeeze them together as she's coming up. Okay, so she's pulling straight up, coming all the way down, and pulling straight up. The only reason I say look straight ahead is because a lot of times that helps people keep their back straight as they're doing it. Cassie, you can relax. The next one we're going to do, we only need one dumbbell for the next one, so you can set one down. So this next one's called a lawnmower. For some of you, you may understand why. For the younger generation, this is how we used to start lawnmowers. So we're going to start, we do this in an upright position. A lot of times you see this in gyms where people are doing it on a bench. Well, we're trying to reduce the risk of injury as much as possible. So we do it in an upright position. So you can use, for this purpose, we're going to use a squat rack. So she's going to grab one hand on the squat rack. She's going to get into a split stance. The back foot is the leg where the dumbbell is. So if you notice the same leg is moving back, she's going to now pull that straight up towards her and then come all the way back down. For most of you to be able to understand why this is called a lawnmower, just like you're starting a lawnmower. Okay? So you do all on one side and then you would switch to the other side. Okay, you can relax. The next one that we're going to do, we got to set up real quick, is called a reverse bench. So for this one, we're going to put both dumbbells down. We're going to move the bar out over here. If I can do it without hitting everybody, that would be good. And then, if that's too low, we'll adjust it. But Cassie is going to be laying underneath the bar. Okay. With this, there's a lot of different variations you can do to make this harder. This is already going to be challenging enough for most of you, so I will start with this one. You're going to place your hands equally apart. So if you're looking at the bar, they have knurlings on it. The knurling is where this is the rigid part of the bar. So if you see right here, it's in the middle. They also have it on the side over here. So if you can see Cassidy, she's got her thumb at the start of the knurling, and then she just went one hand length away from it. That way both sides are even, because we don't want to have uneven sides as we're doing this. So after she has a firm grip on it, both her feet are staying flat on the ground. Now she's going to pull herself straight up as far as she can go, come back down, and then come back up. Okay, this is a reverse bench, so obviously the opposite of the bench. Good, and relax. All right, Cassie, you can go ahead and stand up. All right, so the next one we're going to do is called a good morning. So for a good morning, we're going to use a plate because we have a plate. So it's just a weight plate that we can actually hold onto in front of us. You can hold it with both hands. You can cross your arms to keep it a little bit more secure as we do it. What we're going to do to start, Cassie, we're going to put your feet about shoulder width apart. Okay? If you want to, you can put them a little bit closer together. That's really more personal preference more than anything. Keeping that good firm grip from here, what we're going to do is we're going to keep our legs still, and then we're going to bend our torso over like if we were looking towards the ground. So Cassie, go ahead and start that. So if you notice, everything is staying nice and in line as you're doing. So her back is staying nice and straight. There's no curve as she's going down. Okay, you can see that she's looking at the same point the whole time that she's doing this, right, which helps keep that back nice and straight. Her hips are going back a little bit as she's going down, looking into the ground, and then coming back up. Okay, you can relax, Cassidy. So we got two more that we're going to go over. Next one, let's grab both dumbbells. So next one's called an upright row. So for this one, the last two we're going to hit more on the traps. The last ones we've done so far hit more of the latimus dorsi. With this one, I like to start in a split stance. That's more my personal preference than anything. It helps protect the back a little bit. So that just means one foot in front of the other. And for this, we're going to have the dumbbells start out in front of us so that our palms are facing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull them up towards our chin. Okay, so as she pulls them up towards her chin, you can see her elbows come out to the side. You can also see, if you look closely, she's leaving a little bit of space in between those two dumbbells. Okay, so she's leaving a little bit of space, that way each arm has to work on their own as they do it. Okay, if you feel a little bit of resistance, you can also stop a little bit shorter if you need to. You can stop a little bit shorter, you're still working that same muscle. Okay, the last one that we're going to do is probably the easiest and the most common when it comes to back and traps, and it's called the shrug. Most of us do it in everyday life and talking around, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to keep a nice wide base. We're going to have our arms by our sides, keeping the arms straight the whole time. All we're doing, raising our arms up as high as we can go, and then come back down. Raise them up as high as you can go, and then come back down. So as one of my professors in college would say, this is called your I don't know muscles. You're just working on that shrug a little bit. Okay, coming up as high as you can, and then back down. So that's just a few basic exercises for us as we're working on your latissimus dorsi and working on your traps.